Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Battlebird Bricks and welcome back to episode 3 of building Bastogne. Today we're going to start on the base plate of the MOC, so building the terrain, getting that figured out, getting the exact size built up so we know where everything's going to go. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Before that though, I want to jump in with some changes that I made to the farmhouse from last episode. If you recall, I had mentioned that I might change the tan on the windows to brown, just because I wanted to see how it would look with the snow. And after going and comparing the tan to some white pieces, I decided that it might be a little better to go with the brown just because it might contrast with the white a little more. And it'll pop more on that dark gray and light gray against the white. So I do have that here just to show you guys really quickly. So you can see I've changed all of the windowing trim to brown, and I've added a brown door to the front. This door, I will be pushing that back one stud just to give the front facade of the building some depth because it is very flat right now. And I think just having that little bit of depth in the center will help the look of it a little bit. So that's just the main change that came with the farmhouse. Just wanted to throw that in there for you guys before we get on to the time lapse of the base plate. Speaking of which, I have this paper here. So this is kind of the rough idea I'm going for. Obviously this isn't exact, it's not gridded or anything. I just wanted a kind of a rough shape. So I'm gonna go with this larger shape, still the farmhouse, but that trench that I was talking about, I'm probably gonna take that away. It's just a lot of clutter to have around the front of the farmhouse, and I think that leaving that area open will make it look a lot better and have a lot more area to place equipment and figures and things like that. So yeah. For these X's, I had said that those are going to be trees, but I think I'm going to use them as a rough estimate for some crater holes. Just because we won't have that trench, I do want to have some craters in there to show some disturbed earth. But yeah, that's the rough draft. That's what we'll be going off of, and I say let's just get into the time lapse. skeleton of the base plate here in front of us. As you can see, it is very big. It does come apart in 4 sections, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have it clipped together right now, so I won't be taking it apart. I did just want to show you guys how big it was compared to the minifigure, and then also this technique I used here to get these big white base plates on. Let me grab a brick real quick. Alrighty, so you see, if we just leave one plate lower than your actual, what's going to be your build height or like your base height, and just leave it studded, don't tile it, it's the perfect height to just add any regular Lego baseboard, and it'll match up perfectly with a regular brick height that's around it. So I thought that was really cool, might help you guys out. Thought I'd show you guys that. It'll definitely save me a lot of time on sorting out my white, and when I go to build the terrain, which we're going to be doing next, it'll save a lot of time with just having to tile everything or having to brick everything. I'll have that white area already laid out for the snow. Alrighty guys, so I've got the base plate all together in front of us here. You can see it's pretty massive. Got the figure in there for scale. I did throw the farmhouse on just so that I could get it in position so you guys could see where it was going to go. It isn't finished yet. Of course, we still need to do the interior and stuff. That's coming later on. Probably the next video is going to be just adding terrain details, so trees, equipment, things like that. Getting figure placement figured out and stuff. Yeah, but I really hope you guys enjoyed. So I've got 5 crater holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's nothing behind the house right now, so I'm just gonna have some equipment and stuff staged back there once we get on to building that stuff. You can see changed the windows to brown, like I said at the beginning, and then I've got the carport there. And everything is angled for the farmhouse a little bit, so going that direction with the studs. Yeah, so I think it's going to be awesome, guys. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. I'm very pleased with what we were able to get done. We managed to finish the entire base plate of the mock, and that was about 2 days worth of building. That's how long that time-lapse section took. Just on and off building, not 2 days straight, of course. But for the next episode, I think we're probably going to move into detailing that mock, so adding in trees, adding in fences, things like that. Getting minifigure placement kind of sorted out, figuring out where we're going to want these figures advancing from and things like that. So I think that'll be really cool. Another episode that'll be coming up is doing the interior of the farmhouse. So that'll be interesting as well, seeing how I do the interiors of my houses and stuff like that. So stay tuned, there's definitely more to come. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave me a like, leave me a comment letting me know what you guys want to see in this mock, and subscribe. It really helps me out, gives me the motivation to keep making these things, and it lets me know you guys are enjoying it. So thank you, I'll see you in the next one.